So I normally use it as an individual, but I'll make it combined for ease. If you're living with two parents and they taking home above 60 to 80,000 together, that's 30 to 40,000 each. You guys are well off. If it's more than that, if your parents are taking home 100,000 combined, you guys are basically rich at the lowest level.
I wouldn't say that we are rich.
Or you're just okay.
Yeah, we're getting by.
Okay. Sanele, it's nice to have you here, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Why do you want us to have a podcast at the end of the year? People are tired. People are doing year-end parties and things. Hey, Nani, I guess you had a year-end party.
Yeah, we did. I don't think there's a time. Do you think there's a time where we should be having podcasts or not? Are people not listening to podcasts at the end of the year?
No. I'm about to lie. I actually don't know what happens during the holidays. I know there's people that are bored at home. So then they catch up on some episodes.
Yeah.
But I know there's some people that also rely on work and varsity Wi-Fi. So when they get home and data 5 rand, all of a sudden, Baba, it's flames. So I'm actually not sure what the listenership or viewership is like end of the year. But I believe in working throughout. I don't believe in holidays. I don't believe in year end. I don't believe in birthdays and those things.
You don't celebrate your birthday, I presume.
No.
From what you're saying.
The short answer is no. I try to be jovial on the day just for people that care about me. But for me specifically, I haven't earned anything. I woke up and it just happened to be the day I was born. I'd rather celebrate something that I achieved, something that I've built and something that's worthy. But to Uti, hey, I was born today. Doesn't make sense to me. I like Pakistanis pasta shop owners. I like the way they move. I think they go to mosque and they might celebrate some of the Muslim holidays, but Christmas, New Year, people need to buy bread and tinned fish.
When was the last time you celebrated something? If I can ask.
You here to interview me?
Yeah.
Conversation?
Cross.
What have I celebrated? What's a celebration? I also...
You said you celebrate something
that I've achieved.
That you've achieved. What was your last achievement? When was it?
I don't know. I appreciate when my numbers look good because it means I'm getting more reach. I appreciate when certain people that I hold in high esteem reach out, having watched my content.
Yeah.
Look, there was a month this year where I made arguably the most money I've made in my life as an individual, not from a business perspective. So I was quite proud of that. But I wouldn't celebrate for people to see. I won't throw parties and stuff. I'd probably go away on my own. I celebrated on my own. I disappeared for a bit.
Who do you stay with in Joburg? If I can ask, if you're celebrating on your own, do you not have friends who would want to share that moment or those moments of celebration with you?
Can I tell you a personal question? I mean, a personal story, sorry.
You can, yeah.
2016 was one of the most difficult years in my life. I've been depressed 3 times in my life. The first 2 times had to do with women. The third time was a combination of a woman and business failure. Okay. And the business failure hit me harder because I lost people's money.
Ooh.
Ordinary people, not people with money, people that were giving me the last bit of money that they had. And losing that money and listening to their disappointment and seeing their tears and getting 2 death threats, I was never prepared for that. No business book can get you ready for that. It was a hard year for me, and there were people that owed me money. And somewhere in that story, I started speaking to Inkabi. Not to kill anyone, luckily, but just to potentially intimidate people.
Okay.
Because I'd spoken to some people who had been owed money, and they're like, no, I know some people who are very effective.
Okay.
So I spoke to these guys just to get a feel of how the business works. And I think my mind was in a very dark space. It would be the first time I'd think about suicide. I wasn't thinking of taking my life. I'm too arrogant. for that. I love my life too much for that. But I thought about it. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
there's this thing of switching off the pain and the noise when it gets too loud. At the end of that year, having gone through it, knowing that I hadn't harmed anyone,
Yeah.
I hadn't harmed myself, I wasn't in prison, I still had a family that loves me, I could still keep my head afloat. I decided that I want to celebrate New Year by myself, just to be like, I can't believe I'm still here. And from that New Year's to now, I spend New Year's alone. I feel free in that time. So when I celebrate, I celebrate by myself because it's self-validation. I don't need anyone to see my achievements like that. It's for me. I remember Drake, there's a song called Say What's Real, which is on Say You Will, instrumental, yeah, Kanye West from 808s and Heartbreaks. And there's a line there where, I don't remember the exact line. Maybe I'll get it. But it speaks about, sitting alone when you've made it and being like, fuck, I made it. And Rick Ross has got a similar song where like he was sitting alone in a corner and he's like, let me actually go fucking do it. And he did it. And he became successful. So celebrating is that for me. How do you celebrate?
Is that healthy for you though?
I'll answer that. How do you celebrate?
Celebrate what exactly? Generally, I don't celebrate my birthday either.
Why not?
I think you and I see things the same way.
Okay.
Like celebrating when you achieve something. So I've never like made a deliberate effort to actually celebrate my birthday. My birthday was celebrated before by people who are close to me. They threw like a surprise party, something like that. So I can't really like run away from that. But I've never made like a conscious decision to go out there and celebrate my birthday. Usually I'm just always working every day.
Okay. Which month are you born?
April.
Okay.
Yeah, it's working every day. So it's very rare that I celebrate.
Do you celebrate anything?
I don't think so.
Are you a weirdo?
What's a weirdo?
You're different.
No, I don't think so.
You think you're normal?
Yeah. I celebrate with people. If someone is having a birthday and they invite me over, yeah, I show up.
You don't have social anxiety?
No. Okay. I used to. It was very bad. However, now I'm more free. Like
Okay.
I'm used to people. I'm acquainted with people. Even new people.
Okay. I saw the visuals of the event that you had last weekend. It reminded me of, is it called Rock Boys? Jay-Z. I don't know if you've seen that video. Don't remember. There's
Rock
a video
Boys.
where there's like a whole lot of...
an old video.
You're not that young. Stop it. There's like a whole lot of black excellence in the room. Men, women celebrating.
That is what we were trying to go for.
Sure.
I don't think in Newcastle specifically we celebrate ourselves. I think everybody's just doing their own thing, their own corner. So I found that it was a need for us to actually get together and actually celebrate one another.
Yeah.
Part of it is a celebration.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people who have done great things. And I'm from Newcastle, as I said, born and raised. I know like a lot of business people there. Yeah. I know a lot of successful businesses, and it's very rare to have them like sit with one another. We just look at each other or at one another from afar.
Yeah.
And it's very rare that you find all of them in one space to just celebrate one another, to network. So part of it was a celebration for that. And it's very good to step into a room with a lot of people. Yeah. You feel intimidated by a couple of people. It's very good. It's healthy. It's healthy energy, as long as you're not competing. So it was very, I don't want to lie, it was very great to be in the same room as those successful people.
Sure.
It was great. Everybody couldn't believe that they seeing this person or that person. And it was just good to like organize something and have like the people you invited just speaking with one another. It's a
But why do you feel like you're the person to put this together? Most people wait. They're waiting for someone else to do it.
you know, there's actually it's a bystander something. It's something in behavioral psychology. It basically explains that a lot of people don't do something because they are waiting for somebody else to do it. And subsequently, there are things that should be done that don't get done because somebody like me would have said, you know what, somebody will do it.
Sure.
So in that case, I was just like, you know what, this has never been done before.
Yeah.
And
Why not me? Why not now?
what do you mean? How do
You
you
were
mean?
basically like, well,
Yeah.
if not me, then who? If not now, then when?
Yes.
Okay.
And I actually spoke with the co-founder. We were speaking about networking and actually having something like the Black Roundtable.
Yeah.
And there was just a night where I couldn't sleep. Like I have nights where I have like 1,000 ideas and I have to put them down somewhere. So it was just like I actually spoke with this person regarding this idea, and I went on to CIPC, checked for a name, got the name. Went to domains.co.za. I got a domain, and I started drafting a business plan. And by the morning, I woke up and I sent her what I've done, and then we started planning. The company was actually registered on the 17th of September, and the event was on the 22nd of November. So we had 2 months.
That's a quick turnaround time. Okay.
It was quick.
You're not mentioning her name for reasons?
Tandega.
Oh, you keep saying this person and she.
Oh, no.
Tandega.
Tandega Sbel.
Sbego.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How are you guys related?
A friend.
Okay. She's a friend.
Yeah. Do you know his social market? There's a
In Newcastle?
social market movement. She leads it.
There's a lady I remember. She'd kill me. There was a lady that wanted to replicate, I think, the Four Ways Farmers Market in Newcastle. I don't know if she's mixed race.
Mixed.
Yeah. So I was going to ask
From
if it was
Newcastle.
that. Yeah. I forgot her name. Is it Harris? Not Zuleika. Oh, I won't remember her name.
Zuleika. There is a person from Newcastle called Zuleika.
You don't know her surname?
I'm not sure.
Okay. But I remember she put something together, but I don't know if it's the same thing. So there's something called the social market in Newcastle.
Social market movement, yeah. So
Okay.
she does events.
Tandega.
Spego. Yeah.
Okay.
She does events. So it's a good partnership. She does events and also heavily involved in business.
Okay.
So we were able to pull it off in 2 months with the help of Ziyanda Mkunu and Shan Hadebe.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do generally?
I do a lot of things.
Okay.
So we have a business with my friend, Elevate Systems.
Okay.
It's software and business consulting.
In Newcastle?
It's mostly digital.
Okay.
So we work from wherever you are, you can work.
Sure.
And then we have guest houses. It's a family business.
Okay.
In Newcastle.
Dope.
And then there's the Black Roundtable.
You're making good money,
Good money is subjective.
but you're getting by.
I'm getting by.
Okay. Why Black Roundtable? Is it a feel? Is it symbolic? Is it specific to Black people?
No, it's the word black is more just like symbolic of what power and elegance.
Okay.
Not necessarily black people, but in general.
Sure.
And then round table, it's not like a literal round table. Well, the name comes from there.
Sure.
It symbolizes equality, basically.
Okay.
You know, when you have a table that is round, there's no head. Everybody on that table is equal.
Sure.
So to recognize people who are involved in the Black Round Table as, you know, everybody's equal here.
Yeah.
No one is above another.
And the vision behind the event or these events, because I'm guessing there's going to be more.
The vision, to speak broadly, I would say to just grow our local economy, Newcastle, and subsequently regional, national.
Yeah.
So, as I said, entrepreneurs are, I think you're an entrepreneur yourself. You have a lot of ideas.
Sure.
And usually you have ways of seeing things and subsequently ways of not seeing things. And if you are in a room with people who are like you in nature, it is only natural that you start seeing things the way that they are. Usually that is what you're missing to grow your business or to start a business.
Sure.
You're looking for like a new perspective, and other entrepreneurs can offer that. You can grow your business doing that, and you can open another business, get another idea. The thing with South Africa specifically, I think we have an unemployment rate of 31.9. I think the third quarter was 31.9.
Depending on who you ask and the measure they use. But yeah, 30s, 40s, depending on who you ask.
It should be around there. So what I noticed is that the private sector, I think the majority of the workforce is employed by the private sector. So 73% approximately is employed by the private sector. Okay. So those are entrepreneurs. And the idea of government opening jobs for like people, it's I don't think it's very helpful. I think if we are to reduce unemployment, the private sector is the way to do it.
Not government.
They play a role.
You're a capitalist?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
The government plays a role. I don't want to lie, but you can't compare the role the private sector plays with the government.
Okay. We could debate that. Okay.
Yeah, it is debatable.
No, because socialists argue differently, but I hear you. And most people, I think, have bought into that idea. I probably also lean towards it, but I think a more efficient government could create more jobs. It's just our government is not, I don't think it's invested in that. I think our government is invested in private capital and in particular enriching themselves. I think if, like the Chinese government, they were focused on enriching South Africa.
Yeah.
They could build state-owned enterprises that are focused on competing globally to make money here. For example, Eskom used to supply 40% of Africa. Sasol also supplies and is brilliant at refinery. We had your arms corps for military weapons. ISCO was a great supplier of steel products, etc., etc. But I think our government, with whoever they work with, their funders, I think they're more, I want to be rich by myself with my people. But I think it would be possible. Something like tenders. You know, you might find a lot of people work in companies that tender to government. But if government was to insource, they could create jobs that do those things. Why are you getting toilet paper from Sanele when you can hire people and get them to manufacture toilet paper in the government to supply universities and prisons and the like? But like I said, it's a debate.
It is. I think it's possible. As I said, the primary issue or the fundamental issue is the government under which South Africa is controlled. But to close that gap, it's a very huge gap when it comes to the public workforce versus the private. It's a huge gap. So going back to the vision again, it's coming to that realization that the private sector is going to be much needed to help alleviate unemployment.
Okay.
And the best way we can do that is to collaborate. There's very huge strength in collaboration when it comes to business. And that's another thing I found in Newcastle. We don't really collaborate. It's very rare to find two people who are not related coming together to start a business.
Yeah.
You see it here in Joburg, big cities.
Sure.
But obviously small towns are going to mimic big cities, just like how South Africa is mimicking first world countries. It's the same thing with big cities and small towns.
Yeah.
So that is what we're hoping for.
Okay. Have you looked up NAFCOC, BBC, other similar organizations? Do you know about them?
Not really.
Okay. I just want to find
NAFCOC.
what NAFCOC stands for.
Are they primarily, are they like networking? Are they for like developing professionals?
These guys lying. Okay. NAFCOC, a federated chamber comprised of over 20 industry-specific sectors of the economy with approximately 2.3 million total membership.
2.3 million.
I don't know about those numbers. So it stands for National Federated Chamber of Commerce. And just to summarize, it was set up as a black business organization.
Okay.
Dr. Richard Maponya, I think, is one of the founders. The late, well, he's also late to Dr. Richard Maponya. The late Dr. Sam Mutsenyane also was there. And one of the big things that they pulled off is they created a black bank, which is African Bank, with R1 million that they fundraised from people that could put it together. Sadly, they lost African Bank. Some point, reckless lending. It was put under curatorship. Today, it's partly owned by some of the big banks. But the bottom line is they built a black bank. But they wanted to see if they could help black business, especially during apartheid and the likes.
Yeah.
The Black Business Council is different, and their membership also is not just for black. It includes corporates and individuals, and they have like an annual fee. But I know, I think one of Patrice Mutsipe's sisters sat on the board at some point. A gentleman by the name of Ndabansele of Pamodzi was the chair at some point, I think.
Yeah.
Sandile Zungu as well, who's a huge businessman in South Africa today. So I wanted to ask them as references if, Black Roundtable is trying to do something like that, to say, in Newcastle, we are organized as black business people or as business people who identify, and you have to be a part of this thing because we're trying to alleviate poverty and unemployment in South Africa, in Newcastle, with the hope of scaling regional, national, as you said. Is that the vision, or is it something completely different?
It's not so far off. Actually at the event on Saturday, someone actually suggested that we form something like a bank.
Okay.
I didn't pay too much attention to it.
Sure.
Because we were still going to discuss it with the directors, of 5 directors. Someone raised it. It's a good idea if I think about it now. But it's there's still a lot of work to be done.
Yeah.
Some of the things that we're going to be doing in the next 5 years, we haven't thought about now.
Sure.
So for now, I'd say we just want to get entrepreneurs together.
Yeah.
Because these people are actually coming up with ideas. They were suggesting that we put in money for social causes. This is not something that was suggested by the directors.
Yeah.
So they are for like an organization like the Black Roundtable. If there's a lot of initiative that they're taking, as I said, business ideas that they are pulling in.
Yeah.
We're going to be taking some of them. However, it is going to be, we are trying to get it to that level. How, we still have to sit down and
Sure.
think about it. We're going to be, as a start, launching like a podcast.
Dope.
BRT podcast, yeah. In Newcastle, we have a studio. No, not we, but someone has a studio in Newcastle. Someone recently opened a studio on
Sure.
Sbia, content and aesthetics. So I've already spoken with her. I think we're going to be starting in January.
Yeah.
Just pulling in those entrepreneurs. The ideas will come as time goes by.
Okay.
But we just want to pull them together, them in together, get them in one space, and then the ideas will flow from there.
Are you patriotic to Newcastle?
Please rephrase your question.
If you were to get great opportunities in Joburg, Cape Town, overseas, would you abandon Black Roundtable and go and pursue those? Or are you planning to build like your wealth and your legacy in Newcastle to a point where you want to ride this through, even at the expense of better opportunities?
That's a difficult question, but I don't think I would. There's a lot of things in Newcastle. It would be very difficult to leave it. Like that.
Really?
That is the plan to go. I would hope, but it would be a very difficult.
The plan is
thing.
to leave Newcastle.
Yeah, it can't be like Newcastle is very small.
Okay.
But as I said, I have family there.
The other question would be, Black Roundtable, is it for Newcastle or anyone who's going to be, let's say, watching us is like, no, I want to be part of this thing. But I'm not from Newcastle or Northern KZN, so clearly it's not for me. Who is it for?
It's for everyone. Because we are planning on having even the next one in Newcastle, but it's not just for people in Newcastle. Like for the one that we had, we didn't just have people from Newcastle.
Okay.
And we're planning on maybe in the next few years hosting it in Joburg.
Okay.
So it's not for Newcastle only.
Outside of networking, is there any other hook for people to join to be like, okay, why join you versus, for example, some of these other organizations I'm speaking about? Do you guys dish out tenders? Do you guys give out funding? Are there hot girls there? Maybe I'll join for that.
Oh man, why would they go with the Black Roundtable? You see, in Newcastle, it wouldn't be like a huge it wouldn't be like a huge job to convince people to be part of the Black Roundtable.
Sure.
Because we barely have any networking organizations there.
Sure.
So like
besides politics, but I don't think that's for networking, but sure.
Yeah. Like for networking, we don't have any other thing.
Yeah.
Well, at least that I know of.
Okay.
In Newcastle. So it wouldn't be a huge deal. I think that question would be more for people who are in Joburg, Durban.
So there's a chance that you guys might close a gap for areas that have almost been forgotten. To say, look, if you don't have a networking platform where you're based, join us, help us. Maybe we can come help you set up your own networking spot that side. Maybe we can host that side. For the bigger cities, sure, but even if not, we're actually going for towns and cities like Newcastle, where people don't know where to go to network with entrepreneurs in their area.
I don't think it's a question of if that is something that we can do. It's something that we definitely will be doing.
Okay.
It's something we definitely will be doing. As I suggested, Newcastle, a small town, will mimic everything that Johannesburg is doing. So in the next 10 years, for example, Newcastle will look more like Johannesburg than it is now.
You reckon?
I think so.
You don't think it's going to die?
Newcastle? Yeah, impossible.
Why?
Newcastle is growing.
Based on what?
There's a lot of developments that we're having there.
Okay.
There are a lot of new businesses that are coming up. People are relocating to come to Newcastle. Newcastle is actually growing.
Okay.
I don't think it's the other way around.
Okay.
It's one of the most promising towns. I might be biased because I'm from there.
Hey, it sounds like a chief. I'm also from there, but hey.
Yeah, you abandoned in Newcastle.
I had to.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. Did you have like a specific reason for leaving?
You asked the question if it's unhealthy to celebrate on your own. And I told you that personal story because that's what it means to me. To the average person, probably not. Probably celebrate with the stakeholders that are involved in whatever it is that you're celebrating. If it's a business achievement, if it's celebrate with those people. Thanksgiving, by yourself there and be like, you're alone. But for me, specifically for the things that I cherish, I'm big on self-validation. Yeah. I'm big on affirming myself. I don't need anyone. It's probably why I get accused of a lot of things, but I do look up to your Kanye West, Elon Musk's and the like, Tupac, Lauryn Hill, these people that don't need anyone to give them a thumbs up. They're like, I know I'm dope by myself. So it's healthy for me, I think. But yes, it would be nice to celebrate with other people where I can. An economy is built on 3 factors. Land, which is the thing that people claim that they're fighting for, but they're lying. Capital, which many people say is money, but it's actually not, it's tools. Money is meant to buy tools. So you've got land, you've got tools, your tractor, your machines, your farming equipment, your computers, that's all capital.
Yeah.
Land plus capital, tools plus labor equals an economy.
Yeah.
And sadly, for most South Africans, they don't have land, or they claim they don't have land. They don't have capital, which is money or the tools. All they have is labor. So they sell their labor to the people that are the landlords, the landowners and the owners of capital. That's an economy.
Yeah.
There's different levels of economy. There's primary, I think secondary, tertiary, and I'm not going to go into the details because I don't even think I remember. But a primary economy is the reason why colonial settlers came here.
Okay.
They were passing by. They see Ultra City, they see petrol. So they used to stop at the Cape on their way to India for spices and China for silk.
Yeah.
Some of them bangzela ngale Natal, the Portuguese and some of the British. I'm not sure. Some of them found some nice Zulu ladies and they made children. It's whatever. But the main thing became the Cape. It was a halfway station. For interest, South Africa, Newcastle. Newcastle is the third town/city to be established in KZN. After, I think, Durban and Vienna or something like that. And then Newcastle. Because it was advantageous from a strategic perspective between Johannesburg and Durban, the port. So that's how we developed as Newcastle. And then they discovered there was coal. They discovered iron ore. People went there to farm. And then later the Taiwanese came for textiles and whatever. That's Newcastle. For the rest of South Africa, what brought people here is the discovery of things like diamonds. And then later gold.
Yeah.
And then they'd find coal, iron ore, platinum, chrome. We've got so many things and we're like a world leader at most of them. I think half of the world's gold reserves come from here. And in particular, the Witwatersrand, Gauteng, Egoli, Golide. That's a primary economy. Now, the digging of gold and whatever, or farming, which is also primary, planting food, whatever, then comes with other things because you're there, but you need your woman there. So she comes through. She's like, well, I don't mind. What must I do? Where must I stay? What movies must I watch? What must we do with the kids? I'm sick. I've got a cough. So then you end up having doctors, lawyers, schools, cinemas, retail stores, malls. All these other things come from a primary economy. And what tends to lead to a town, city, disintegrating is the lack of a primary economy. So another primary economy could be tourism. People come here to come and see our beaches or our mountains, and they leave money here. Now that we've got money here, it says Vulamashisa Nyama, and now we're selling cars, but it's because there's a primary economy here. Tertiary then I think becomes your banks and your what's the term for it? Your JSEs, your stock exchanges, your financial assets. At that high level. Maybe we can add high level tech as well. But these are the economies. And I don't know if Newcastle's coal reserves are still that great. I know Shanduga and Glencore used to be involved there. Maupumu Yang Lady Smith. I'm not sure how Carbochem is doing, chemicals.
Yeah.
I'm not sure with ISCO laying off people with ArcelorMittal.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how the Taiwanese are doing. I saw some of them being caught for, oppressing workers, etc. So I'm not sure if there's a primary economy. I'm not sure how the farmers are doing. I know some of the richest people in Newcastle are farmers. People don't know that. I don't know how they're doing. Then becomes secondary. So maybe you guys have set up like a mini Silicon Valley with the work that you're doing. You're like, hey, we run a big tech hub in Newcastle and we're bringing all the greatest talent. Or you guys have a tourism sector that's going somewhere. Mhlambi scrapyard sekufika kwasani baba all Dubai.
Scrapyard is actually relaunching on Saturday.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope. I know they tend to invite Black Coffee, which I thought was a big deal.
Black Coffee for the launch? Or?
No, I don't know about for the launch. Just unokufika Newcastle. It's Black Coffee Newcastle.
Black Coffee, it's been a while.
It's been a while?
It's been a while.
Okay.
Black Coffee is expensive now, but yeah.
Sure. So I think of those things, which is why I'm asking if the town is going anywhere. Maybe you can school me. I had to leave Newcastle because for the education and the skill set that I have, it's not the best platform. So if you wanted to be a professional footballer at the highest level. Ukudlalela Newcastle United, unfortunately. It's great, and uzokora magola 10 in every game, but it's not best for you. So you'd probably come here, Kaizer Chiefs, Sundowns, Pirates, and if you're really that great, then you'd probably go overseas.
Okay.
So for the type of things that I'm trying to do, for the things that I dreamed of doing, it wouldn't have worked in Newcastle. If I wanted to be an actor, Newcastle's probably not best for me, and it's not selling out. I have a soft spot for Newcastle. I have a soft spot for my high school, Newcastle High, Newcastle Senior, Chelmsford Primary, Arbor Park. I was there for a bit. And I've tried to reinvest over the years. I tried to set up a Newcastle Old Boys Association. I've done a lot of charity work back home. So I've got a soft spot for Newcastle.
Old Boys.
Yeah, I've got a soft spot for Newcastle. But I didn't sell out. But now I've moved. I'm no longer a Newcastle boy.
I saw on one of your podcasts.
Joe Burger.
I saw on one of your podcasts, you said something about you studying like accounting.
Yeah.
You didn't think that there's a space for you to become at that point, I think, an accountant in Newcastle.
Not at that point. I was signed with Ernst & Young in Joburg, so I would have needed to do my articles with them.
Oh, okay.
And once you're there and you're on the CA stream, you're working with big corporates, there would be no need for me to go to Newcastle unless I'm going to retire, or maybe I'm going into industry there to go and do accounting. But I'd never thought of it because I never even wanted to be an accountant. What do
you mean you didn't want to be like an accountant?
No,
what was the goal?
I wanted to be a professional rugby player. I wanted to be a musician.
You played rugby in Newcastle?
I wanted to be an artist, yeah. I was dope.
Forward or
forward?
Backline?
No, backline. Sasha Feinberg and Gomezulu, I was there. Making them dance.
What position?
Did you play rugby?
For 1 year, and then
then you realize, hey, you're not strong enough. You're not man enough.
And I broke my back.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I had a compression fracture.
Jesus Christ, from rugby?
Yeah.
After 1 year?
I wasn't good at it anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What school is it?
Newcastle.
Oh, geez, you're a Newcastle boy.
Yeah.
You've got a huge age gap. You were there with Tu Kavenda?
Yeah. I think he's still there.
No, he's still there. Mr. Manuel Kavenda.
Who was your principal?
Mr. Jan Tutoy. Racist, baba. Hey, wang traumatized, I'm cheater. More. My brother, Penson, 2006, they were responsible for the transformation of the governing body and white people leaving to go to Ferrum and those things. But it was Jan Tutoy, and Mr. Swanepoel was deputy at that time.
I don't know all those people.
No, nothing wrong. Nothing. So you played rugby for 1 year?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was right wing.
Okay. No, I was a scrum half fullback.
Oh, okay.
I played KZN while I was at school.
Why did you stop playing?
No, I played in varsity as well. But I was in the wrong varsity, so I don't think my talent was tested.
And
if I'd come to UJ, maybe.
You never thought of switching to go to a... What was primary to you, when you were in varsity? Was it
finishing school?
Finishing accounting?
Yeah.
And then doing what?
And being a musician and a visual artist.
After finishing accounting?
Yeah.
Why didn't you study something in the arts?
I'm black. From a black home. I was raised by a mom who's a teacher.
They wouldn't have understood.
Nah, it's not even that. It wasn't that strong for me.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't burn me that much. My marks were really good, and you do what they say you should do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's it's just something to fall back on, which is going to be the trauma that's going to make us send our kids to study DJing and all kinds of kak, because we want to try and live vicariously through our kids. I just want my child to be happy. Mm. They love animation and robotics, and you're like, no, go for something stable if you're going to study. Otherwise, if you're going to study rubbish, get a scholarship so that you don't have to rely on your parents for anything. At the time, I don't think I knew enough. We weren't the first generation of things, but we were still relatively new to things.
Yeah.
My generation there's still a lot of kids who were the first to go to varsity, the first to get a degree.
Mm.
So our options at the time was CA, lawyer, engineer, because our parents were teachers, nurses, cops. Maybe for your generation, you guys started looking at IT, some of the stuff that I've mentioned. I'm not sure, maybe some other avenues in the spaces I'm speaking about. You guys maybe had more nyana options. But for us, it was still relatively limited. And if you do well at school, you study medicine, CA stream, law, what, and that's that. And I felt no need to fight back. I was like, look, I'll get my qualification, I'll qualify, and then I'll go do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Is that what you're doing now? What you wanted to do
Arguably.
back then?
I've tasted everything that I've wanted, luckily. Not at the level I wanted, but I'm at peace.
Any regrets?
I don't have regrets per se.
Do you think you did justice in like testing everything out to yourself?
I do. So I wanted to be Michael Jackson when I was a kid. Not to be like Michael Jackson. I wanted to be Michael Jackson. And then at some point I wanted to be a Hollywood actor. I think I wanted to be Denzel or Brad Pitt. And then I wanted to be a visual artist. Especially during varsity, I was exposed to visual arts as a profession. People that are making millions a year making art, black people. I've sold quite a number of artworks. I figured out how the art industry works. I've done a bit of TV work. I got to see how that sort of works. I never really tried out music, but I've spent a considerable amount of time with musicians to sort of get good industry spanaganjan. So I have relative peace, but I do wish I could have tested these things when I was younger, but I wouldn't have known better, and I was in Newcastle. So you do the best you can with what you have. What did you want to be when you were young? What did you want to be in matric?
In matric, I wanted to be an accountant.
Based on what? Where had you seen an accountant?
I hadn't seen one. I loved accounting as a subject.
Okay.
I was doing quite well in it. I actually studied the CA stream as well in UCT, but I left it.
Okay.
To pursue other things. I have no regrets, by the way. But I'm studying again next year.
Okay.
I don't know how that will work out. But I've registered for BCom in business management. I'm trying to get, I'll try to get an MBA.
Okay.
That's the end goal with that specifically. But yeah, I wanted to be an accountant. But then I went to university. I did my first year in 2017. And then 2020, I came back this side. And yeah, trying out a lot of things.
Okay. No regrets.
At this particular point, like the main goal of mine is to have is to own a hedge fund.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I left accounting, the goal was to trade.
Okay.
It was very difficult to do it because there were a lot of other things that I was doing simultaneously. But I haven't actually given up on them. Like I've done some things that were successful, that are successful. But I would not be fully satisfied in the long run if I don't go back to trading.
How much would you like to manage?
I think I'd be happy with 10 billion.
Okay.
US, yeah.
How much do you think you can generate per annum?
Per annum?
Just estimate. Percentage return.
Well, the goal would be approximately 20 to 25%.
20 to 25%?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
In the long run, of course. Numbers regress. So in the long run, I'd say 20 to 25%. It's possible. It's been done before. I actually look up to, do you know Ray Dalio from Bridgewater Associates?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the...
But he's a freak.
Main guy. Yeah.
He's a freak.
He is.
Okay.
Do you know his book, Principles? Have you read it?
I have.
Are you a fan of hedge funds or like financial markets?
At some point. I was.
At some point?
I think I wanted to manage 500 million rand.
Right.
Yeah. I had a little hedge fund dream at some point as well, yeah.
Okay. Can I go back to what you said earlier on? You said like you lost people's monies.
Yeah.
Was it like, were you trying to trade?
No. For me, it was never trading. It was investing in the real economy.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't want to trade. But yeah, when you get to huge amounts, trading is almost all you've got left.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's difficult to take money and put it in what? Where? You can't gamble people's money at that level. You have to be relatively conservative and hedge. I mean, hence why it's called a hedge fund.
Yeah.
Because at that level, people are not necessarily trying to multiply their money more than preserve their wealth and beat inflation more than anything.
True.
Yeah. I see value. We've got like 2 minutes. I know it's very little time.
No, there's nothing. Why? Last question. Like there's the black pen. What's the black pen?
It's a Black Roundtable.
What do you mean?
I had a prophecy that Black Roundtable would drop in 2025, and I thought if I position myself as the black pen now, when Black Roundtable comes through, they'll need me to be the ambassador.
Okay.
I used to draw in black pen. I'm pretty sick in terms of drawing. And when I made my mixtapes, I used to call myself the black pen because I used to write my lyrics in black pen.
Okay.
And then I wrote books. I've got 13 books now. 13, yeah. And when I registered a company, I named it Black Pen Publishers. 3 fiction, 3 business books, a religious book on penalism, 2 parenting books.
That's where you have like picture like Jesus, the penalism thing.
Oh, that's just for social media baiting. But yeah, the cover is just me wearing a white jersey. I was at an event somewhere. But yeah.
I think it looked like it was like a Jesus thing.
Where I'm holding my hand out.
I think so.
Well, you talk about there's some guy who did an AI thing that I sometimes post on social media just to get the people going.
The penalism that looked like Jesus.
Yeah, something like that. But that's not me. That's just messing around social media. But the book cover is just me at an event wearing a white jersey with my hand pointed out because I'm busy maybe illustrating something.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you happy with our chat? It feels like it was too short. You still haven't sold me on why you think Newcastle is booming and which part of the economy. I'm sure more people would like to know about Black Roundtable, how to get a hold of you, and then I guess maybe plans for the future.
The Black Roundtable.
Yeah.
Let's start there. Plans for the future. We have an event. I think I told you about it.
Yeah.
BRT 100 is going to be third week of November, just like this one. It's going to be
next year.
Next year, yeah.
Okay, 2026.
2026, yeah. So, as I said, the start would be to open a podcast. More than that, we're going to be having masterclasses.
Okay.
Mentoring sessions for young entrepreneurs in Newcastle.
Okay.
But yeah, the next big event that we're going to be having is the BRT 100.
Okay. Inspired by Uvusi?
Vusi Tembekwayo.
I think he had some VT 100 thing. Or is it the Black Industrialist Program? 100? What's with 100? 100 entrepreneurs?
Yes.
100 years of greatness?
100 entrepreneurs, professionals, and it's not just for entrepreneurs.
Okay.
So professionals as well. Like on the one that we had, we also had like attorneys. We had medical doctors, we had engineers.
Okay, professionals.
So it's not just for like entrepreneurs.
Okay.
So it's going to be the same thing, just on a bigger scale. We'll have to get another venue, however. Okay. The one that we had could only accommodate 50 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vusi has got a VT Club 100. I think
what
people
is
that is mentoring. Community founded by Vusi Tembekwayo for ambitious entrepreneurs and professionals dedicated to achieving excellence in, and then it carries on to explain.
What's the 100 for?
I don't know. That's why I was asking. Like, was it inspired by Vusi?
No.
I have no idea.
The 100 for us, BRT 100, is just like the number of people that are going to be there.
Okay.
So it's even possible that we have a BRT 150.
Okay.
Or BRT 200. But I think it's going to be great. It was a lot of people were actually inspired when they were there.
Sure.
Do you think of joining us for the next one?
I don't know if I qualify, Chief.
What do you mean?
There was also the 100 Black Industrialist Program by government. They wanted to support 100 black industrialists in South Africa. I don't know how far that's gone. I'm sure nemali yalutho ngoba phela ayidliwa imali iyanyiswa by this government.
South Africa imali iyadliwa bhuti.
No, too much. We'll see if you invite me. I'm looking forward to the podcast.
I'm extending the invitation to you right now as we
speak. Thank you, sir. Thank you. But Sanele, thank you for joining me, bro.
You haven't said if you'll be there before you thank me.
No, I'm not going to commit here. Then people are going to be like, but you said on the video. I have to go and check my schedule to make sure I'm available. 3rd week of November 2026. Podcast, you said, hopefully drops in January 2026. And then people can, I think I'll put your details available if people want to reach out to you or your team to just find out. Because at least from my side, it's, if you're looking for a networking platform, all races, not just business people, but yes, entrepreneurs, but even professionals. This might be for you, and maybe they can also help you set up in your town or city.
Okay.
Yeah. Happy?
I'm happy.
Thank you.